Genuine back at it. I'm just gonna check the sounds, make sure everything is working as it should. Bear with me real quick. Hope you guys are having a. There we go. Hope you guys are having. All right, we got the sound working perfectly fine. All right, we're gonna just wait for a couple of seconds. Let's get some people joining our live. We have a very special conversation we're going to have today. I don't know how many of you guys know Mr. Patrick Bet-David. He has a podcast. He's very well known for his company that he launched, PHP. And he's done some deals with this Ventress company. And now there are some serious haters who are flopping like a drowning fish, if that makes sense to anyone, onto the social media and just thriving and celebrating the so-called downfall of Patrick Bet-David. Whoever celebrates another human being's fall, then you're just a freaking animal. I don't know how you could live your life by other people's falls and failures and everything in between that is. What's up, fellas? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for joining me. If you've seen my thumbnail, this is related to Patrick Bet-David, his podcast and his his company, PHP, with his $1 million donations that he received. And now that company it turned out to be a scheme, and everyone is saying that Patrick is responsible. Hit the like button if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into this. So I'm seeing a lot of happy people. I don't know how they could be happy with some other men failing in something, or it just doesn't sit right with me, guys. But anyways, so this whole conversation of Patrick Bet-David taking a $1 million donation, not a donation, but this guy paid Patrick $1 million to be his title sponsor for his once a year he does this huge gatherings, gets a lot of wealthy people together, and you network and you make connections. And this company who paid Patrick $1 million to be, I guess, called a sponsor for his yearly show is now in big trouble with the government. They found out that it's a scheme. It's another pyramid set up, and it was taking a lot of money from other people. And now that guy is facing some serious charges. But the celebration, the cheerleaders are popping on, are coming onto the show and celebrating that the fact that Patrick is involved in that so-called scheme, that Patrick knew all about it, and he is part of that whole pyramid because everyone claims that his once owned company, PHP, was also a pyramid scheme. Again, I don't care who you are and how you live your life, but the fact that you could go on and celebrate another man's failure, you're a miserable human being, one. Two, you're just a freaking low life that has nothing going in your own life, and you're celebrating another man's failure. Let's just hypothetically say that he is part of that scheme. He did do that pyramid, whatever heck they're claiming that has happened. Whatever, worst case scenario, let's say if he was part of it. Why would you go and celebrate? How can that be your joy in your life to hear that another person, by the way, a person who's very well off, who has succeeded in so many different businesses in his life, and this small hiccup that he's experiencing needs to be your celebration. Man, you must have a very sad life, to be honest. I could never, hello, thanks for joining. I could never celebrate another man's failure in business, in life, in family, in anything. So I just wanted to get my Trump blesses America, brother. Trump has been blessing, yes, I agree. But we're talking about Patrick Bet David, also the podcast PBD, also the ex owner of PHP. There's a lot of P's in this guy's companies, you know. You hate Trump, all right. I hate America and Trump. You hate America. Sucks for you. Well, guess what? America's thriving and you're going to be hating even more. So continue with your hatred. It's never going to get you anywhere. You could be under the same umbrella as all these haters. BC of Trump and ICE. Okay, Trump. What is wrong with you? ICE is like old story, young lady. Get with the program. Get off CNN and why don't you look around you? And there are much more horrible things happening in the world other than ICE and Trump, for crying out loud. Get a hold of yourself, people. You hate. That's the first thing comes out of your mouth is hate. If that's if that's your livelihood and that's what you speak and that's what you live on, I feel sorry for the people who are living with you and who are surrounded by you. That's so sad for them. Not you, that's your choice. You could hate, live in hate, breed hate, and preach hate. That's your life. But the fact that the people who are your family members without choice, that sucks for them. Trump and ICE ruined it. Trump and ICE don't make America. People who live in America make America. Young lady, let me give you a little education on life. You are the one, you are part of America. So if America is horrible, don't blame Trump, blame yourself. And blame people like yourselves who burn this country to the floor with your hatred and with your negativity. Trump is not America. ICE is not America. Do I like Trump? I like anybody, and I do mean anybody, who protects me, my family, and my children. So, with that said, yes, I love Trump. You know why? Because Trump is the only sitting president who has battled a virus that's taking over this country, which is called LGBTQ queers community. Okay? Trump is the only president who is battling another disease, which is called Antichrist. Okay? So, yes, I love Trump because he's protecting my children and their future. Their schools are no longer allowed to preach my elementary age children about fags and gays. So, yes, I love Trump. Believe you and me. I will support him for his third term as long as he stays on his principles, which are faith, family, and marriage between a man and a woman. Yeah, you better believe so. I don't give a shit about anything else, what Trump did or what he's doing or what he's saying. I'm worried about my children's future, no longer mine. My future, I could direct it in a way that I want to take my life. But my children, when they're still in elementary, they have no choice. When you're mind effing innocent children, brainwashing innocent children, you're no longer going to have a country. So, heck yeah, I love Trump. I love any human being that is going to be for Christians, family first, marriage between men and a woman, just like God's blessings have been given to humans. Marriage, men, and a woman. There's no third genders, no fourth genders. That's all some sort of a virus that's killing the American dream faster than COVID has attacked any human being. Take that from Mike Agajanian. And as a matter of fact, this is an immigrant speaking. Legal, but I'm an immigrant to this country. And this country has given me more opportunities than my own country. All right? Didn't mean to come off so rude or aggressive, but when people just jump into my conversation and start preaching about hatred and saying negative things about a country that is doing everything for its people, then I gotta put the smack down and speak the truth. But back to my story, back to haters who live their life every single day hating on another person, another human being, another man. In this case, it happens to be Patrick Bet David, a person that is provided so many opportunities, so many jobs alone here in Southern California, where I call home. I've personally been to his businesses, and I've personally, hello, how you doing? And I've personally seen the things. Yeah, I remember. How you doing? I personally seen. Thank you. You like the code? I appreciate it. Thank you. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't done so. So I've personally seen the success and the benefits of Patrick's hard work, dedication, and his entrepreneur mindset. I've personally seen it myself. So now when things are happening because of another company that has created a pyramid scheme, whatever the case may be, what was that company's name? Ventures, the G Ventures, whatever their company name is. That person happens to be a crook. Well, I hate Trump and ICE. You're back again. Okay, Miss Trump hater. That's not going to change anything in your life, sweetie. Stop hating and start loving. Love someone else. Don't hate one person and ruin your day. You don't love Trump? Good for you. That's why you live in a free country where you can vote. All right? Go vote next time for the person that you want to see in office. Don't be mad at the world or don't be mad at a country because of their election of a president, young lady. It's a very sad life you can live that way. You actually like other people? Good. So why do you hate Trump so much? What has he done personally to you that you have so much hatred in you towards a man I'm sure you've never met, you've never spoken to, you never even got a chance to walk next to him? Why would you hate a person like that when I just gave you all the examples? Hmm? Who believes in Jesus? I believe in Jesus. My family. What about your family? Your family believes it. So you ask a question and you're answering the same question. He's ruining my family. And how has he ruined your family, sweetheart? Tell me your story. See, maybe it's a learning lesson not only for you, but it could be a learning lesson for me. How has he ruined your family? First and foremost, if you haven't subscribed, at least hit the like button. Do me that favor. Hit the like button and we'll continue our conversation. I want my videos to get positive feedback. I hate negativity, if you know what I mean. I think I've expressed myself pretty clearly. So tell me, thank you. You can stay. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully, trust people. Always. Okay. Yes, yes. Never hate anyone. Well, whenever you have time next time, please come on to my videos and we could talk, or you could go and leave it in the comment section. I read all my comments and I reply back to all my followers and to my loyal friends on YouTube. So please feel free. Do you think PBD is going to be investigated? That's exactly what this whole conversation I wanted to have, but someone just jumped in here and started saying She hates Trump and all this hatred because I am a Persian man and that is the dignity is the Persian legacy. Got it. All right. Um, so actually, he is being investigated right now. They've requested a lot of documents from that um, donation that he received, the $1 million. He's s- smartly uh, doing everything what the feds have asked from him. He's turned in all of his documents and he's cooperating as he should because I don't think he has any fault in that. Unfortunately, he says that he does, this is his fault. I'm not, completely leaving them out of this, but he did take that $1 million for his company. To that company that gave him the $1 million was on his sponsors, and he always claims that I don't take any sponsorship money, but it looks like he did, and it backfired on him big time, and now. I only love people who believe in Jesus, Mary, God, and people who, what is that? 8, 4, and 5 Trump supporters. All right. Oh, four aren't for Trump supporters. Well, unfortunately, sweetheart, you're living in the country that have mostly supported Trump. So it's okay. You have another 3 years. I dealt with Joe Biden that I did not want in office, right? But I did not go around and saying that I hate Joe Biden. Hate is a very strong word. I advise you. I'm not sure what your age is. I'm not sure what your background is, but using the word hate is a very sick, very, very bad word. Don't use that hate freely. Um, my people are a survivor of a genocide. Okay, my people are Christians. We adopted Christianity long, long time ago. I'm just getting to a point here, and I could have been easily raised and taught to hate the Muslims who committed the genocide against my people. But you know what? In my family, I was never allowed to use the word hate because it's one group or one government that has committed such a horrific crimes against one people does not allow me to hate their entire people, entire Muslim group, entire ethnic group. I hope I made myself very clear. I could have easily felt the same way as you feel today towards Trump. I could have felt that 20 times more towards the community, the Muslim organization. They were known as Ottoman Empire back then. For me to easily hate Muslims and Turks. But you know what? In my family, I was taught differently because of one group. Don't ever allow your soul to get that dirty, and don't ever allow your heart to be that heartless to hate an entire nation of what they've done, what their ancestors have done to my people. So I could easily be very hateful just the way you feel today towards a president, but I'm not. So if I'm able to rethink and allow my heart to love and be open to understand and come to an understanding that no, you don't need to hate a certain group of people because of crimes of their ancestors, but love them because that's what God wants, right? You said you're a God's person. You're Catholic. I'm very happy for you. Your Catholic people are very loyal um, uh, believers in Jesus Christ and Mary and the mother of Jesus Christ. So please don't use that word hate. That's not a Catholic way of living. You're much smarter, I'm sure, and you're much more loving than what social media and news channels could make you think. Don't listen to all the crap that you see on TV. That's just a word brotherly advice. But back to Patrick. What caused this video on my end is all the negativity that I'm hearing from people who are celebrating because of so-called the fall of Patrick Bet David. This is not a fall of he's not falling anywhere. This guy is so smart. This guy is so well off financially, mentally, physically, family, religiously, everything. This guy is so strong on his feet that this $1 million scheme is not going to make him fall apart. It's only going to make him stronger, hopefully much smarter, not to take any more money from unchecked companies, unverified companies. I know it's easy. Look, I could, go on about how much I could have cheated and took this and did this and did that to make my YouTube channel grow. But you know what? I'm going to grow it the way I am. I'm going to grow it the way God has blessed me. So I'm going to stay that way. Sir, I love you. And when I see you, smoke breaks my heart. I know. Because a loving man like you deserves more than. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know it's very hard, man. I'm trying to battle as much as I can, but this is the only thing that I cannot quit in my life. I don't know why. Maybe that's my weakness. Um, it's a very nasty addiction. But I appreciate your kind words. So hopefully everything will clear up with Patrick because Patrick is actually a very good human being. And someone might think that I'm a relative of his or a close friend. Nope, not even close. I follow him on his social media. I've yes once almost got hired with his company here in Los Angeles. To be exact, it was in Pasadena, California. It was a company called PHP. I saw his setup. It wasn't for me at the time, so I respectfully denied and walked away. But I ever since that day that I joined to almost joined his company, I followed him, and he's a very decent human being. So when I'm hearing people, same thing about Grant Cardone. I don't know if you guys ever hear that name before, but Grant Cardone is another entrepreneur, another self-made millionaire. And now people are saying, "Oh yes, finally, we are about to witness the fall of Grant Cardone." Why? What is wrong with these? Oh my God, I don't want to use any bad words, but what is wrong with these sick people? How can anybody with the right mindset, with the right family background, hate and celebrate another human being's failures, which that shows how dumb those idiots are to think that a person like Grant Cardone or Patrick David is going to have a fallout. They're so behind in life. They have zero knowledge of how successful these people are. They just want to get that cloud, I guess. They just want to get, they want to create a YouTube channel that is fulfilled with hatred and with people who have nothing going in their lives. Misery loves company, right? They always said that. I used to be in the car business. And when you were selling cars and another salesperson was not, that was the worst thing that could happen to that salesperson because everybody wants to sell. And then they would start, talking negatively about me that, oh, I wonder why he's selling so many cars. Oh, because, he probably knows the general manager or, what he's cheating, he's stealing, like negativity. And then they would have a group of bunch of haters gathering together and talking about what I was doing instead of focusing on how what they need to do and how they should live their life and how they should approach their careers. But no, misery loves company. And all of a sudden, you would have 6 to 8 people in one group talking about me the entire day, focusing on how I sold a car when there was so many opportunities that were walking into the door, but they were so caught up in their negativity, they were missing all the opportunities. And you know what? At some point, I said, great, let all these idiots gather together and be a negative group, and I'll take all the clients and I'll sell every single car in this lot. I did, at one point, I'm like, damn, we don't have enough cars. We need more cars. I would tell the GMA, buy more cars, man. I got to sell, 50, 60 cars in a month. But I'm just trying to tell you, misery loves company. So all these negative YouTube channels that are popping up all of a sudden, preaching about another man's failure, Man, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for their loved ones. I feel sorry for their wives and their husbands. I don't know who they are and what situation they are in their lives. Kids, if you could go on YouTube to celebrate a person's failure, man, we're in deep trouble, folks. We are in deep trouble. That's all I could say. But just wanted to come on and say that Patrick Bet-David or Grant Cardone are not going to be a failure. It's not their time, as they said. The fall of Patrick Bet-David is here. No, it's not, you idiot. Your fall is here. You will fail. Your YouTube channel will grow temporarily with all your negative subscribers. Then they're going to bounce to another negative YouTube channel and you're going to lose everyone. So continue with your negativity. You're going to receive negativity. Continue celebrating another man's failure. You're always going to be a failure. So I'm standing up for Patrick Bet-David and I'm standing up for Grant Cardone. As a person who I met Grant Cardone at a car dealership. He used to be a motivational speaker. He would go around to dealers, but now he has his own training uh, uh, modules that you could purchase as a car dealership, and he's helped millions of salespeople to get better and stronger at their craft. And I happen to be one of them. So I'm here to tell you, if you are going to celebrate Grant Cardone's failure, you lost already. If you're here to celebrate Patrick's failure, you've lost, or you've been a loser all your entire life, and now you're just showing your dedication of a how you're showing how big of a loser you are now on social media. So congratulations to you. I, on the other hand, will continue listening to people who have succeeded. I will follow their blueprints as much as it fits in my life and my livelihood. And I will be thankful to people like Grant Cardone and Patrick for showing us ways that they've succeeded in their lives. I hope I was able to make sense. But this is very, very sad that we are at this point in our lives. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Come on, guys. Help me spread this love. Help me spread this joy of video across YouTube. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm a loving, God fearing, God preaching, proud Armenian American citizen. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. I hope I was able to get some sense through those haters' head that by you celebrating on YouTube is not going to bring you any fulfillments in your life. God bless you. We'll see you on the next one. Micah Gajanian is out.